All right. I think I'm everything right. Let's see. If you guys are in the chat, you want to drop me a quick message if I didn't mess things up. So let's go. I'll go here. Oopa. There we go. There we go. Now I can see my chat good. Woo! So I'm here in good old New England, where if you don't like the weather, you can just wait 10 minutes, because right now it's about to be 90 degrees. So if you see me start to sweat, it's, half anticipation and also half it's just hot as hell. The showcase pre-show hasn't started. It looks like they're going to do it on the same stream with it saying, starting in 1 minute. Let's take a second. Why don't we watch this baby? Was that a little too loud out of curiosity, or should I go back to the volume? Which volume level did you guys like more, like that? Or like that? For when the trailer's actually showing. I'll figure this stuff out one time, and then for, next streams, I already have the settings saved and such. This stuff's supposed to start now as well, so we'll wait for them. Boom. Is my camera laggy? Because it shows me a little laggy in OBS, but again, I'm a streaming noob, so, it could just be the normal to be like that. We also, we don't have Stratus today, but we have Reggie, so he'll be giving some thoughts on what's coming up too. Let's see. Looks like it's starting. Let's see when I can full screen this baby. The suspense. The suspense. So, you know what? Since we have a couple seconds, throw some last minute predictions into the chat. Let's see what happens. See if any nails anything right.
Have I guarded this peaceful kingdom, protecting the barrier between darkness and light.
Let's see.
But invaders from another world threaten to take my...
Oh no. I have a suspicion as well of why my stream might be crapping. Let's see. If I get really big or small for a second, I'm sorry.
I won't let them.
Let's see. That would make sense, huh? You guys are geniuses. Thank you for bearing with me this first one. Complete stream and noob, so. Let's see how that works now. Is it still laggy for you guys, or did it go up a little bit? Just let me know. I like your emphasis of you did not like that game in caps. Yeah, I definitely won't reset. Just let me know if the YouTube video is laggy. Oh, okay. I'll fix this. And now, when you say the YouTube video is laggy, do you mean me in entirety, the entire YouTube video, or just the Quest showcase? Interesting. Let's see how I can fix that. I'll keep playing with OBS, and thank you all for dealing with me on that. Like King said in the live chat, OBS can be a little tricky, but let's see what I can work out. Let's see. Well, I hope you all enjoy my pretty face then until in the meantime while I sit here quietly trying to figure this out, but I'll figure it out soon. At least the music with it's nice, right? Let's see. Why don't I just try to refresh this? Not my streaming page. Don't worry. I'm saying the showcase page. And then I'll hide that YouTube live chat on the showcase too. See if maybe that helps. Boom. Oh, that looks much smoother now on my end. If I can get a confirmation from all of you too. And then I'll full screen it again. I think their live chat was crashing my computer a bit. Look at that. Look at that. The things we discover together as a community, folks. I believed in us from day one. Boom. Walkabout mini golf, baby. Ooh, more stuff coming from Onward. So are we seeing updates? Is Onward technically still in beta and early access? Because I remember seeing that a while ago. Let's see. This summer. You know, unfortunately, Onward was like one of the few of the major VR first-person shooters I haven't been able to get into. In fairness, the first time I went into Contractors when it first came out, I wasn't sold, and then 6 months later I went in and became one of my favorite shooters. So maybe after this update, I have to pay Onward a visit. I feel like it's a game I hopped into just a little too late because I feel like at one point it was kind of like the peak of first-person shooters. But since we've gotten Contractors, Population 1, Breachers, now we got, you know, Ghosts of Tabor, I felt like it was tough for Onward to keep up. But good to see that update coming. Oh, yeah, shit. No one plays oh. Two sides is this Demio Arenas that we saw Resolution announced, you know, like 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, something like that? I'm so curious how this works. I didn't do the beta for this. I think they ran a beta when it was still going to be part of Demio, but this looks fascinating. Demio to me has always been about okay, that was gonna be my next thing. Can it go 2v2? Because Demio's always been about the cooperative element to me. So as long as me and Stratus can fire up this baby and wreck some havoc, that's enough for me. Wow. Oh shit, there's potential with this. Let me go back to the OBS stream. Yeah, this is the pre-show still technically. Damn. Yep, I see that counter. Wow. Wow.
My dear little sproutling, you are a special
Oh, that
one,
I'm
able to
so
experience time
pumped for this one.
flexible.
Who here played the you know, back when it was on App Lab for We Are One? It's like if you like Clockwinder's puzzle element, I mean, this game seems like that on steroids. And we're smooth sailing now, right? I'm not even going to try to up that video resolution either. That sounds like bad news bears to me.
You were created a part of me.
I think in the havoc of all this mess, I moved myself a little bit. There we go. So we had some black on the screen. We're learning, folks. We're learning. Now I know for next time, just hide their live chat. I don't even need that nonsense in my life. But no, this looks
We are
amazing.
nature. We are one.
Is this showcase going to be like half fast travel games? Canuck, did you say you couldn't get into it as a puzzle game for We Are One or for a Clockwinder? Ooh, what's this? Somebody call Stratus right now. I hope he's watching this going, oh, hell yeah, just for me. Power Wash Simulator? No way. You know what, dude? That's it with Oculus Publishing. Look at that. Look at that. 2 more minutes. Dude, this is just pre-show and it's been boom, boom, boom. I know, right? Dude, that game is made for VR. Anything with the word simulator attached probably will work good in VR. That was pretty funny live open mic. He said, if this is all fast travel games, what's Upload VR have to show? That's funny. Yeah, dude, between this, the Apple showcase, and then Upload VR showcase, we are spoiled in 2023. I'm not listening to anymore when people say we don't have games. We got nothing but games. So it's hard for me as a reviewer to keep up in 2023. Yeah, and Power Wash Simulator has a cult following, including Stratus, who was unfortunately unable to join us. And since we got 1 minute till the showcase, I'll plug the podcast. You know, if you happen to somehow stumble upon this stream and you're not a podcast listener, definitely go check out our podcast and our Discord full of nice community people right in the live chat right now. So yeah, so this isn't like I know the Connects, they usually do a bunch of games, a bunch of talking, and it's kind of like a mix of stuff. This is a gaming showcase. I'm still imagining, just to be cynical, it's going to be like half games, half talking. But let's see, because that pre-show was pretty, I mean, geez, that was awesome. Imagine they do the whole showcase, and then it fades, and then you just hear Grove Street, home, at least before I have things up. And then they just play a GTA trailer right after everybody thought it was done. Badass. And yeah, I'm on a lunch break. You know, we had 2 options. We could eat or we could stream this showcase. No, I'm just kidding. I'll eat right after. I'm just checking something real quick. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm not expecting GTA. I think that's a good way to be disappointed by this. If it comes, it's a bonus, but I'm not banking on it one bit. But I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hopefully optimistic.
Welcome everyone to our 3rd annual MetaQuest Gaming Showcase.
If anybody wants me to up the volume or anything, let me know too.
It's a big day.
Not volume of
This
myself, I mean
morning,
volume
Mark
of the
Zuckerberg
video.
shared that our MetaQuest 3, our next-gen VR headset, is launching later this year. MetaQuest 3 is our follow-up to MetaQuest 2, and will feature advanced tech that opens up new possibilities in both VR and MR. It will also be backwards compatible with Quest 2's entire library of over 500 games and apps.
Yeah, I agree. If there's a
Later in the show,
GTA
we'll
release
explore
date,
Oculus Studios' biggest and most immersive game ever with a gameplay deep dive.
it's going to break websites.
A game that will take advantage of MetaQuest 3's cutting-edge hardware. We have way more to share when MetaQuest 3 releases, including specs, more apps and experiences, and a whole slate of
I might have went a bit
groundbreaking
more
MR
than a touch
content.
louder for a second, so I apologize. Let
These
me know
are
if
all
that's
stepping
better
stones
or if you
toward
want
our
louder.
long-term vision for building the metaverse.
And I swear
But
next
for
time I won't
today's
shoot up so
showcase,
much.
It's all about VR games. Every title you see today will be playable on both MetaQuest 2 and 3, and is currently set to launch in the next 12 months. So let's get started.
Are you ready?
This looks like a social rhythm game. Let's see. This looks like a game that Stratus is gonna whoop me in. I don't know what it is. I think I beat him one time in Ragnarok. Samba de Amigo. That's got to be multiplayer, right? If that's not
Samba de
multiplayer.
Amigo in VR. I could not be more excited.
Yeah,
because
I'm all
music
set on
is
rhythm
such an
games. I feel like
important
we
part
have
of my
enough of
life.
them.
I was a
And
professional
that's no
musician for
insult to
years.
rhythm games,
And at
but
Meta,
just for
I've gotten
diversity
to
of
work
store
with
genre.
talented teams behind
But
a
yes, for
bunch
little
of
kids,
other
that one's a good one.
games. Playing Samba de Amigo in VR feels like it's always belonged here. And I can't wait to see everyone shaking their maracas when Sega brings the game to the MetaQuest store this fall.
We got Sega,
Back in February,
Atari
Shell
involved with
Games
Pixel
revealed
Rip, so
I Expect You to Die
big names
3,
taking a look at
Carbon
VR.
Machine. Today, I can confirm that this third helping of Spy Hijinks, or Spyjinks, is coming to the MetaQuest store this year. Hopefully your skills haven't gotten too rusty, because this threequel will send agents on their most challenging mission yet.
Oh, is this
Confront
I
more
expect you to
villainous
die?
villains, tackle more perilous perils, and expect to die a few more times.
Oh yeah, I'm so freaking pumped. This is one of my most pumped releases of 2023.
You are either very strong or that steering wheel was not attached correctly.
Dr. Roxana Prism is a former inventor for the agency. She truly believes she can create a better agent.
Oh, hey, Admiral Butler.
You'll either prove her wrong, or prove her right. You're dead in that second scenario.
Once you're dead, everyone will see just how superior my robots are to human agents.
Hey, you found some nickel. Do it again and you'll have 10 cents.
Right? I bet you they're still working on the intro song because you know it's going to be so
Every
badass.
time we encounter Agent Phoenix, we get stronger.
Check this out. We can fly now.
It's simply a matter of time and iteration.
One of the best series in VR. I love I Expect You to Die, but if you like puzzle
Are
games,
you using
it's
Dr. P's notes I left in there? Aren't they great? Sometimes I look at them because they make me happy.
yeah, if you like puzzle games, escape rooms, oh,
You
it's
don't have to play the series in order.
gold
If
standard.
you'd like to, you'll find the first two games bundled in the MetaQuest store for 40% off. for
Oh
a
man,
limited
if you don't
time.
have it yet,
That's not all Shell Games is working
they're
on.
smart.
They made a promise at last year's showcase. 3 games over the next 2 years. Hot off the press, let me introduce you to Silent Slayer, Vault of the Vampire. Silent Slayer is a single-player horror game that'll bring you face-to-face with slumbering vampires. And as you might guess from the title, stealth is key to survival. As Shell Games puts it, silence is golden, sound is death. Spooky. Let's take a peek.
Yeah, let's see. Ooh.
Keep silent. Gently. At last.
last. Aim for the center of the chest, and do not be gentle.
Okay. I was almost expecting some change where it got super comical when they opened the door, but no, dude, that looks freaking intense.
At last year's showcase,
Shell is so good
we
at
revealed
graphical
Ghostbusters, Rise
optimizing
of the
too on
Ghost
the quest.
And then I got to drive off into the sunset in the iconic Ecto-1. For this year's show, Sony Pictures VR and N-Dreams put
Yeah,
together
vampires
a
is a
little
very nice
dossier on
mix
the
up
Ghost Lord
away
himself.
from
Who is he?
from zombies.
How did he get to be so mean? Along the way, we'll get a glimpse of the West Coast's first Ghostbusters HQ, some iconic San Francisco landmarks, and the spirits and specters that you'll be trapping there with your friends. Let's take a look.
About time. I'm so excited for this one too. It was supposed to come out last year.
You think you know the whole story of the Ghostbusters.
You think we get a release date?
You don't know my story. 1984. My research brought me to Columbia University, where I studied under the Ghostbusters. They dismissed my work.
Right, release date, please.
Dangerous. But in
Please.
San Francisco, I can show them. With its untapped cauldron of the undead,
Can be one of the best
where
co-op
others saw
games of the
fear,
year
I
when it
saw
drops.
subjects. How could I know my research would stir a dormant evil? The Ghost Lord. Alcatraz. Tortured souls whose guilt I could drain and drain again. Their pain, the price of progress. My dear assistant Katie understands. Soon everyone will understand. Especially you, Ghostbusters, with your silly parlor tricks. You will see the progress I have made. Know the power I have harnessed. You will
Also, shout out to the peeps maintaining some fun activity in the live chat. You know, we got Amelia, King Canuck, Classy Grandma, Live Open Mic, T Peasy,
The time of the Ghost Lord is here.
Jamie Rex. Come on. Another Oculus Publishing. I didn't see if it was captured on the
Check
Quest
this
or
out.
PC VR.
The team
I
let
hope
me
that
into
was
the
Quest.
San Francisco Ghostbusters HQ a little early, and it's still under construction. But I've got my proton pack, my PKE meter, and I know exactly who I'm teaming up with to take out the Ghost Lord. Because if there's one thing you can say about me, is that I ain't afraid of no ghost.
That makes if it said this fall, that makes me think it's dropping with the
Anyway.
Quest 3.
When we asked One Sub, developers of Rocket NX, what's something players will love about your new game, they said, you can lose an arm, then pick it back up and bash your enemies with it. There you go. Underdogs is a physics-based brawler where you wrap yourself in your 5-ton gorilla mech and rampage through New Bracca, the 22nd
Another mech.
century mech fighting capital of the world. Take on whatever the pitmasters throw your way and upgrade your mech to be even more fearsome. But remember, the more you climb the ranks, the more every lowlife in the city will be.
So is this
gunning for you.
one-on-one instead of like
Get ready to claw
team,
your
like
way up
World
the
of
food
Mechs?
chain.
'Cause I loved World of Mechs, but I don't want mechs to become overdone too. But this sounds 1v1. Let's see.
Yo, this city ain't never gonna let two base boys like us in. Nah, this the jungle out here, bruv. If we wanna get into New Bracca, we're gonna have to fight like fucking animals.
Oh, King Canuck went back and looked, and all that footage for Ghostbusters was indeed captured on PC. You know, I still... Live Open Mike said he liked World of Mechs, but thought Vox Machina was better. I still haven't checked that one out. I think I gotta hop in. Problem is, with as we see so many games coming, it's getting hard to go backwards. It's got potential. For me, that's a let me play it. I'm not going to write it off. It looks unique. You know, it's not doing the same thing every Max game is doing. So
NFL Pro
that one's got a
Era,
lot of potential.
the first NFL and NFLPA licensed VR football sim. Since the games launched last October, you've completed over 3 million NFL seasons and unlocked over 9 million trophies. But what's next? Here to tell you is Status Pro president and co-founder and former NFL wide receiver, Andrew Hawkins.
Thanks, Ruth. Our goal last year at Status Pro was to give people the experience of being NFL QB1, feeling the rush of stepping onto the field and leading your favorite NFL team to victory. And the positive response we got from our community was overwhelming, but that was just the beginning. Later this year, we're upping the game with the next evolution of NFL Pro Era. This year is all about showing the world what you've got. With the new version of NFL Pro Era, we're expanding multiplayer so you and your best friend can pit your favorite teams against each other and see who comes out on top.
Okay, so
There's a world
PvP coming to
competition out there,
NFL
and
Pro
we wanna
Era.
see how our community's QB skills stack up. We got a lot more to share though between now and launch. New features, new modes. This is more than a roster update. The next version of NFL Pro Era will build on last year's game in so many cool ways, and we cannot wait to get it in your hands. Check us out on social. We posted a lot of community and game updates there before we launch this fall. This is really cool, by the way.
Thanks, Hawk. All right, moving on.
Let's
from
see,
the
that sound
field
like
to
a-
the court. Back in
I think it's
December,
got potential.
Resolution Games
I want some
creators
cooperative
of
play in that,
Grafton
but
and Demio
that's tough with the
revealed their
current
latest
gameplay
project,
aspect of it.
Racket Club, an all-new sport designed exclusively for VR. Practice your swing solo, play pickup matches with people all around the world, or just hang out and socialize courtside with your friends in this one-of-a-kind sports complex. Here's a new look at Racket Club.
This is Resolution. Resolution is always good. You know, Live Open Mike joked a little while ago in the live chat that he feels bad for Quantar because they dropped today and nobody's seeing it because of the showcase. But you know, who knows? Maybe they get something shown on this. That'd be really cool. I always like a career mode for this racket game. Depending on how it plays out too, there's potentially so much replayability in that. It's Resolution Games. I got faith in it. They're one of those studios, you know. Damn, another Oculus Publishing. Are they only showing things today that's by Oculus Publishing, or are they making it so if you go to the official store, you got to go through Oculus Publishing? I think it's the first thing I said.
Wraith: The Oblivion Afterlife from Fast Travel.
No, that looked really good.
It was the first VR game set in the world of darkness. And today, we're diving back into the world of supernatural horror with an all-new adventure RPG, Vampire: The Masquerade Justice, which will send you to Venice. But not the Venice you see on postcards.
That's a big title.
You are a vampire, comfortable in the city's darkest shadows. Hide in plain sight, drink the blood of mortals, and use your vampiric abilities to become the ultimate judge of the guilty.
Oh, this is going to be big.
Without further ado, let's sink our teeth into the debut trailer for Vampire: The Masquerade Justice.
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
Venice. Italy. Felt like I was back on square one. Hiding in the night. I didn't want to get dragged into this. But the guilty must be punished. You do well to remember that.
Yeah, I agree, Jamie. I'm chicken for
Because
some of
if
these
you
games.
don't,
There's
I'll
these
make
horror
things
games, but this one
very
looks real freaking good.
comfortable for you.
adventure that never needs to end. This one is special to me. It's developed by Othergate, a studio co-founded by 4 VR veterans who I used to work with for years on the Oculus Studios team on our very first and super popular franchise, Dead and Buried. I know firsthand that these guys are masters at making fun multiplayer games, and I am honored to announce their next project, Dungeons of Eternity. This 1 to 3 player dungeon crawler generates levels from hundreds of unique chambers, so no two trips.
Okay,
are the
1 to
same.
3 players is
You'll
all I
explore
needed to
dark
hear.
crypts, ruined castles, and deep caverns. Battle monstrous enemies with melee and magic, solve puzzles, avoid traps, gather loot, escape back to safety, level up, and then do it all over again in a brand new dungeon. Take a look.
Oh, I got a good feeling about this. I got a real good feeling. Right? Not only dungeon crawler, dude. 1 to 3 player dungeon crawler. That's the huge part. Oh yeah, can I buy this now? You don't even need to give it to me now, but I'll just take my money now. I'm ready for this. This one's gonna be a hit. It'd be one of those things where for a single player I'd go, you know, it looks decent, I'm excited to check it out, let's see. Oh man, but doing endless runs 1 to 3 players, which to me means 2 to 3 players, you know, that's how I'll play that. Oh man, this is gonna be good. When's it coming? This is just the announcement trailer. Coming in 2023. Boom. All right, I'm happy. Let's go, baby. I'll wishlist that today. I'll do that right now if it's already on the story.
But we must have other beloved classics waiting in the wings, right? How about one of the best-selling games of the 90s? An iconic mystery, maybe? Something a little spooky? Yeah, I think we have one like that.
Vertigo. Big hitters coming out swinging. Yeah, it's probably all... Canuck said he feels like everything is fall. I think that they're setting these all to drop with the Quest 3. Not exclusively for the Quest 3, but alongside. This looks like a weird kind of spooky.
Don't be afraid.
Oh, yep.
I'm here to help.
If this is single player,
There are many like me here.
I'm gonna struggle. I'll tell you that right now.
Each night, the guests arrive.
Yep.
Stout, what do you want?
This better come with a pair of undies.
The seventh guest is mostly known for ushering in the CD-ROM era, once upon a time. But it's a great puzzle adventure game. And it's cool to see Vertigo Games and Vertigo Studios Rotterdam staying true to the original, but reimagining it for a new era. The team is using volumetric video to capture the live action performances of actors to help
Yeah, I
tell
agree,
the game's
TPs.
story.
I'm way too chicken to play that.
They're also fully recreating the iconic mansion in 3D for the first time. Just don't be surprised if it starts changing shape around you. It is haunted after all. In addition to the seventh guest, Vertigo is working on Arizona Sunshine 2, a sequel to one of the most popular games from VR's early days. This one people have been waiting to see for a long time, including me. You might have seen the CG reveal recently, but today we have another short teaser for you. Time to say hello to your old pal Freddy, and hello to a new friend as well.
No way this is Quest graphics. This looks like a CGI rendering.
Allow me to show you how it's done. Nice, but
Oh yeah, that's gonna do. Watch and learn. What?
See, looks like they haven't fully abandoned zombies yet.
You know that only counts as one.
In Arizona Sunshine 2, you'll survive the desolate waste of Arizona with your new best friend, Buddy, who you can trust to have your back, even when Freddy's are trying to take a bite out of it.
So is it going to be
Arizona
single player?
Sunshine 2 launches later this year, so be sure to check out the game's extended CG reveal
I
trailer
know, that was
if you haven't already.
definitely not
Okay.
gameplay graphics.
Last November, Netflix and Tender
Complete
Claws
CGI
revealed that
rendering.
The hit series Stranger Things is coming to VR. I hope you're comfortable in the Upside Down, because you're going to be spending a lot of time there. In this chilling psychological horror experience,
I hope it's still
you
co-op.
are Vecna, invading people's minds and conjuring
Which the
their
Stranger
worst
Stranger
nightmares
Things one, you know,
as you look to take
that's
revenge
going to be
on
a
11 and her friends.
sneaker headset seller,
Stranger
so,
Things
you know.
VR comes to MetaQuest store later this year. And here is a brand new trailer.
Okay, I was going to say we better get some gameplay because it was already announced some time ago. Yep, we did talk about this one live open mic on our roundtable. You can find that on the 3 Pound Games YouTube channel.
To transcend my human form. To become the predator I was always born to be.
This, and you know, Batman's in the works from FTC filings. Of course, anything can get canned and changed, but I mean, that one came out to the public. I just got a ping in the, and everyone ping in the Fast Travel Games Discord that We Are One's officially out. Yeah, I agree, King Canuck. I'm fine with all these coming later this year. I got too many raids of Ghost of Tabor I want to do.
Strap into your omnidirectional mobility gear.
Game has gotten in the way of my review cycle.
Attack on Titan is a best-selling manga series, acclaimed anime adaptation, and now, thanks to the team at Universe, an exhilarating VR game. Attack on Titan VR Unbreakable lets you join the Scout Regiment and go head-to-head with the Titans themselves. Swing through the air using your ODM gear and take down enemies many times your size as you try to protect the last vestiges of humankind. Some of you may already be familiar with this game because we teased it late last year, but you didn't get to see the game's dynamic, high-flying battles. Today you will.
Yeah, Stranger Things and Attack on Titan back to back. They're going for some cult followings here. Not actual gameplay. Well, I've always been this way for flat screen games. Nah, I'm not that interested. In the trailer, I mean, I'm interested in the game, but I like footage in a trailer. This is the equivalent of like when you see those fast food commercials and the burger looks just amazing. Now that's going to be a big one when it comes coming this winter, which means if there's any delay, that's 2024. But I'm always of the mentality, take your time with a game.
Polish developer People Can Fly, the creators behind Outriders and Painkiller, introduced the world to skill shots. Blast an enemy out of the air, skill shot. Kick him into a cactus, skill shot. Crush somebody under a hot dog cart.
I agree, TPZ. I'm always a little worried when there's not
now
real
imagine how
real
creative
footage.
you could get with that
Because if
system
it's
in VR.
not real footage because it's not ready yet, I doubt it's coming this year, right? But let's
Here's
see.
your first look at Bulletstorm in VR.
Classy Grandma, you're struggling in Ghost of Tabor, go squad up with somebody in our Discord. We got no shortage of people playing it. That's true. Live open like winter could be in 2024 just off the the definition of the months of winter. Winter starts technically, what, December 21st? So there's only like 10 days of 2023 for that to be even released. Did anybody catch if this one said real footage? Or captured on the quest? At this point with me in shooters, if it's single player, it's really hard for me to jump in just because there's so many to choose from. I'm always down for a good co-op shooter though. If you can't tell, give me co-op and I'm happy. Dude, imagine Power Wash Simulator in VR co-op. Social VR, man. Karen stuff. For a game called Bullet Storm, I feel like it wasn't as shoot 'em uppy as I would expect.
This is the Bullet Storm we all know and love. Every skill shot, every story beat fully recreated from the ground up for VR. And for the first time, you'll actually be able to handle an energy leash, deliver devastating
I never played any
blows,
games from
and
that
mow down
series, so let's see.
hordes of mutated enemies.
Any fans of
Book
it
your
in
ticket to
the
planet
live
Stygia
chat?
for later this year.
I see Canuck going,
thanks to
wait,
People
Bullet
Can Fly
Storm?
and
Yeah, that's a
Info
series I
for
completely
bringing
missed. Let's see.
Such a fun project to life. Okay, before we start talking about our final game, I know you've been waiting for an update on Assassin's Creed in VR.
Well,
And
we
I
got
have
people in
good
the
news.
live chat saying,
Assassin's
you got
Creed
Canuck saying it was a
Nexus is
good
coming
good
to the
game flat
MetaQuest
screen,
store
so.
by the end of the year. Tune into Ubisoft Forward on June 12th for the full
Assassin's
reveal
Creed this
of
year?
Assassin's Creed Nexus.
Being announced in what, 2 weeks?
I
Less than
promised you
2
a deep
weeks?
dive. Let's get into it.
Or not
In
announced, but
2019,
stuff
Asgard's Wrath
showcased?
took us on an epic journey across the fabled 9 realms of Norse mythology. That journey ended here, imprisoned in this very tavern by the trickster god Loki. But Destiny has more in store for you. From Sanzario Games and Oculus Studios, this is the world premiere of Asgard's Wrath 2.
this is a great example of why I like to be surprised in the moment. I saw a little like leaked article.
He must be stopped.
But this looks freaking amazing.
Betrayal has made you stronger, Guardian.
Oh, I never played the first because I don't have PC VR right now. I'm working on setting up Pluto. It's just time, but shit, that might be the game I have to play first on Pluto. Depending on when this is coming out. This looks freaking amazing. I've heard nothing but good things about the first one. Heard it's one of the best PC VR games.
Exact your vengeance
And unleash your wrath.
Let's go. I'm ready for this. This looks beautiful. I know the first one, while I haven't played it, I've heard it's a good length. And in that leaked article I saw, which I said I hate that stuff. They said they wanted to create a long one on the Quest. So I mean, it doesn't sound like this is going to be some 3 to 4
Asgard's
4-hour
Wrath 2
game.
is an
Winter
all-new
2023
standalone adventure
specified
in this
2023.
epic
This one.
series. Freed from prison by the Weavers of Fate, you'll set out on a new quest across time and space. From the Norse realms
Live open mics at the PC VR community is about to
to the
riot though.
deserts of ancient Egypt.
Yeah, man, 1,000 people
Here
is.
on the Great Sand Sea,
I'm just kidding.
you'll once again
I get it
battle
because
gods and
transitions to
creatures of myth
standalone, but it should
to
be
stop
no
Loki
surprise that a
from
meta-owned
all of
studio
creation.
at this point
When
is
the
putting out
original
an
Asgard's
a
Wrath
standalone
released on
game.
PC
That should be
VR,
assumed.
it wowed players
Any
with its
expectation
jaw-dropping
otherwise is just
scale,
setting yourself up for
brutal
disappointment,
physics-based
just to be
combat,
realistic.
and stunning graphics.
Let me spend
Asgard's
millions
Wrath
on a
2 will set a
studio and
whole new
release it
standard
on a
for
platform
wireless
most
VR.
people are going to buy it on
This
Steam.
is the deep
You know,
and
it's like,
immersive
what?
action RPG
No, you're going to put that
that
stuff
you've
on
been waiting
standalone.
for. Packing enormous, free-roaming environments, gorgeous visuals, and well over 60 hours of exploration and tense combat into MetaQuest 2 and MetaQuest 3. Today, my friend Matt Kramer, head of design at Sanzario
Did they say
Games,
over
will
60
take us on
hours
a
of
tour
combat?
of the team's groundbreaking title.
Did they just say
Everything you're
60
about to
hours of
see
combat?
is
Somebody
captured
in the
in-game.
chat, TPZ, just said the first game took
the
them like
mic's
40
yours.
hours. Did they just say 60 hours? Did I hear
Thanks,
that
Ruth.
right?
I'm so excited to show everyone what we've been working on at Sanzaro these last few years.
Oh, Matt Kramer sounds like we got to get him on the show
picks up where
sometime.
the first game left off, in a mysterious tavern you can't escape from.
That's going to be the longest game on the quest without doubt. Anybody who says that we don't have long games, you just go play Asgard Wrath 2. 60 hours on standalone VR. That's going to take me like a year to beat.
A trio of beings that set you off upon your adventure to find and stop Loki.
60 hours of exploration means 40 hours of... Oh
So
my
just
goodness.
how much bigger is this game? Not only will you travel through new Asgardian locations, like Muspelheim, the
This is
land of
captured
fire,
on the quest.
The Weavers of Fate will also bring
Canuck
you to
went back
new
and checked.
realms, like the vast desert expanse of ancient Egypt.
Oh my goodness.
These massive worlds, beyond the scope of any other game on the MetaQuest platform,
Oh my
come
goodness.
alive in Asgard's Wrath 2. Dotted with temples, caves and dungeons, characters to meet,
Travel well.
monsters to battle,
No freaking way.
quests and side quests, wildlife, crafting resources, mini games, and more. This
They
is a
said Quest
living
2 and
world
Quest
you
3,
can
so
roam and explore freely. The most expansive of these worlds is the Great
I'll be
Sand
playing
Sea,
this one on the Quest
full of
3
hidden
because
treasures and unique
this game comes out
events.
winter. Quest
You
3
could spend
drops fall.
hours upon
Quest 3 is a
hours
day one
exploring
buy
this
for
map
me, baby.
and still not discover all its secrets. You might decide to prove your combat prowess by
Look at that
hunting
frickin'
rare,
thing. Oh
high-level
my
monsters
goodness.
that roam the sands, or gather plants or and animal parts to craft useful consumable goods, such as bait to attract wildlife, or a ward that provides a temporary AoE benefit wherever you throw it. But it's not all about survival. Kick back and fish, or beat your high score at the Slingshot Shooting Gallery. There's no shortage of stuff to do and see outside the primary quest line.
Looks like
These worlds are so big.
Nick from
you're going to
Android
want
Central
some
in our
more speed
Discord
as you
posted
move
an
through.
interview
Luckily,
with Matt
you'll
Kramer.
have the power of a god at your fingertips.
I think we got to get him on the
With
show.
Asgard's Wrath, you'll be able to transform a few brave animals into unique warrior followers to help you solve
It's going to be one of the
puzzles
biggest,
and
most
eviscerate
highest
enemies.
selling, top rated games
New in
on the
this
Quest.
game, they'll serve as powerful mounts that can carry you swiftly across the massive realms of Asgard's Wrath 2. Of course, what's fast on foot or mount can look very different to a god.
I doubt it's going to be multiplayer. This is probably going to be a single player adventure.
Like Asgard's Wrath, you'll also see the world from the god scale perspective and use your cosmic powers to manipulate the mortal world around you. Reach inaccessible areas, solve puzzles, and more. You can't save the world alone, though. Egypt is full of would-be heroes who need your godly assistance to enter the realm of legend. Each hero in Asgard's Wrath 2 is completely unique. Different weapons, different skills and abilities, and different strengths. By possessing these mortals, you can help them fulfill their destinies and get closer to yours as well. The first of these heroes is Abraxas, a cynical tomb robber with a grudge against the gods. You and Abraxas make an unlikely pair, but you'll have to work together to take down fearsome enemies like the bloodthirsty goddess Sekhmet. Abraxas
You can
seeks
tell this is
vengeance
the
against
highlight
Sekhmet
of this
for the
showcase,
murder
just
of
on
his
the
father.
length of time they're giving it.
With his boomerang axe, whip sword, and bladed shield at your command, he'll stop at nothing to defeat her. Combat was one of the aspects players loved most about Asgard's Wrath, us included. It was vicious and brutal. Whether swinging a sword, throwing an axe, or even using your fists, the combat made you feel powerful and skilled. In the first game, the combat favored a defense-first approach, meaning you had to block and parry a series of enemy attacks before you had a chance to remove their runic shields. This loop had to be completed 3 or 4 times before you could start damaging an enemy. In Asgard's Wrath 2, our updated combat system is centered around player choice. Nothing is holding you back. You can chip away at enemy shields through a flurry of attacks or land skilled parries.
I think that without playing the first, I'll have to go back to the first and compare and stuff, but that sounds way more suited for
We've
VR
also
audiences.
expanded the systems to include elemental types for a greater degree of player customization and wider variety amongst enemy archetypes. This time, we have a full physics system implemented for weapons, with swords, axes, bows,
Man,
staffs,
when
and
people
more
complain like
at
what
your
have the meta
disposal.
owned studios been working on, they need to understand games take time. This is what they've been working
But
on.
you'll need to change up your approach, as enemies will now react to your every movement and switch up their own attacks. You'll also unlock new skills and abilities as you level up, letting you invest further in the weapons you use most. Unlock powerful abilities and super attacks to truly change the game. Nothing feels better than seeing your weapons soar into the air and rain down on a horde of enemies. You'll also discover relics you can slot into your weapons and armor that will provide you with powerful buffs, like adding fire damage to your weapon or heal over time, allowing you to customize your weapon set against each enemy you face. But you won't be the only one leveling up. Your animal followers have their own skill trees and will grow in power
Holy
the more
moly,
you spend
is
time with
this
them.
game deep.
Even with an upgraded companion and all these powers at your disposal, don't think the
Hey, how do you know
AI
how
will
long
go
the
easy
showcase
on you.
is, out of curiosity?
As
Did
you
they
level
pre-say
up,
it?
so
Or are we
will they,
assuming it's an hour?
gaining new abilities, smarter tactics, sneaky counters, stronger armor, powerful super attacks, and relics to use against
This definitely feels like the
Some will even heal each
the
other,
premier game of the showcase,
boost
like the
each other's
highlight of it.
damage,
Look at the amount of time they're giving
or
it.
call for reinforcements. You'll have to use all the strength, endurance, speed, and quick thinking you can muster to forge a path through the ravenous enemies that lay between you and your destiny.
Yeah, this is a full, exactly like Open Mike. You just said this feels like a fully realized RPG. 100%. We are getting a full-fledged,
You can step into the
story-based,
uncharted rifts,
you know,
an
RPG game in
infinitely
VR.
replayable
Like,
dungeon
nobody
crawling
can say, "Oh, I beat it
with
in 6 hours." This
exclusive
is
loot that you can take back with you into the main campaign. The rifts are always open, so you can visit at any point during or even after the campaign and put your skills against some of the toughest time-limited challenges the rifts have to offer. Face increasingly ferocious enemies as you delve deeper into these endless labyrinths, encountering the ghosts of players who fell victim to the rifts before you.
I hope they
Whether
absolutely
friend or foe,
rush it
these
with this
specters
one.
will be part of your dungeon, helping or hindering your progress.
It's interesting that, you know, they just
Survive
floated
long
over
and you'll earn a spot
Assassin's
on the
Creed and they
leaderboards.
plugged the
And those
Ubisoft
precious
showcase
bragging
for it.
rights.
That's cool. They were like, you know, yeah, you
Uncharted
do you
rifts
with that
are
one. We'll let
deep
you.
and full of mystery. They're almost like a whole game on their own.
That's
and
going to
will
add a
barely
lot of
scratch
hype
the
going
surface of
into
all the unique dangers you'll
Ubisoft's
encounter.
showcase.
I hope that this first look at Asgard's Wrath 2 has you excited. We've got so much more to show you. More heroes, more companions, more gods, Loki anomalies. I can't wait to show you more. Back to you, Ruth.
That's going to be a big one. We got some big ones today, you know, no GTA,
Okay.
but
Now head over to the MetaQuest store.
they also
because
can't say on this.
pre-orders of Asgard's Wrath 2
Yeah,
are open.
we can
Pre-order, and
GTA
you'll
because
get
that
a
would
copy
suck
of
the wind out of
original
everything.
Asgard's Wrath on PC. You don't have to play it before, but it'll add some fun context. You'll also get immediate access to the great Sandsea home environment I'm standing in now, and unlock an exclusive Asgard's Wrath 2 themed character, as well as the title of Cosmic Guardian in Population 1. And once Asgard's Wrath 2 launches later this year, those who pre-ordered will get access to the Sword of Ra and the Sun God's battle armor.
Oh, they're good at getting you with those pre-order incentives.
That's the end of our main showcase, but stick around for more, because up next, we have some of the most passionate VR creators sitting down to discuss the games from the show. And while you're there, we're running a sale on favorites like NFL Pro
Well,
Era, Resident Evil 4,
We don't
Bomab,
need to
Among
to
Us,
live stream that next
many
part
more.
or anything, but that was
And like last year, We're also giving away this awesome room I'm
That
standing
was a pretty
in.
good showcase.
It's available now in settings under home environments. Of course, there's so much more
That
we
was a
want to
damn
share
good
with you.
showcase, I won't lie.
We plan to announce more games, major updates to existing titles, and we've got a whole new headset to launch. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and thanks to the developers who helped put this show together. Keep playing,
Little golf
and
clap.
we'll see you next year.
That was pretty good. Huge props. Let's see if we go the whole year without any news
We'll
about
be in so much
GTA.
trouble if this leaks. But this actually looks a lot like Quest 6. The Ecto 1? Oh yeah, that's still
No,
parked at my
I thought that they were gonna do like, you know, when you stick around after the credits and they do like a preview for the next one.
Long have I guarded this.
Hi, everyone.
They just went to go start replaying it.
Production at Oculus Publishing. We hope you enjoyed our showcase and are excited for all the awesome games. We gathered some of our talented developers and your favorite VR content creators to talk a bit more about two of them.
I don't see Ruff Talk VR there, you know, that's interesting. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being silly. Well, hope you all enjoyed that. 43-minute showcase. I'm surprised they didn't just throw the Quest 3 announcement into the showcase. That's interesting that they did the social media drop before even the pre-show. But that was a good showcase. I'm happy. Asgard's Wrath's going to be kick-ass. I can't wait for the Quest 3. Bunch of titles dropping in fall. Bunch of titles dropping in winter. This is going to be a good one. And thank you to our Discord peeps who tuned in and watched. So if you enjoyed this, you know, go check out the actual podcast itself. You know, stay tuned for more stuff coming next week. You know, check out our Patreon, check out our Discord, and stay tuned for next week. Sorry, I'm reading the chat as I'm talking. As you can tell, I'm not good at multitasking in that regard, but I'll get better. No, that was really good. So yeah, if you guys want to keep talking about this, go hop in the Discord.